So, you wanted to build a dollhouse. Well, here we are. We've just about done it. We're on the last room, or per se, the last porch. So, we decorated the bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room. Now, we're going to put the final touches on the porch. Now, don't think this porch is going to slack. We're going to fill this up with comfortable rocking chairs, glasses of lemonade, croquet sets, and have a good old time. So, if that's something you're interested in, decorating a dollhouse and finishing her up, come on back and join me. Well, hello, my rays of sunshine, and how are you today? I am blessed. The weather's cooler. It's only in the low 90s, so that 100 plus seemed to be gone for a few days, but we've had a lot of rain, a lot of thunderstorms, but it's cooled things down. So, today, we're back on the dollhouse. Our final room. I know the porch is not a room, but to me it is. We're going to decorate it and we're going to detail it and fix it up. And I just think the porch is the most relaxing family. That's my favorite room. So that's why I call it a room. So today I've got my porch bag. We are full of goodies as usual. You know the details we put in our rooms. So get yourself nice cold iced tea, lemonade, or a nice cup of coffee. Sit down, relax, and let's design this porch and chat. I love chatting with y'all and sharing things with you and experiences, reading your comments of your feedback and things you would do or have done or dollhouses you had when you were younger or this and I enjoy those comments so much. So I'm going to change the camera angle. We're going to go through our bag and see all the goodies we have, and we're going to decorate a porch. A little better camera angle so you can see our porch. I did put the rose vines around the front just to make it more homey. And remember, we put on a hanging plant holder. So let's open our bag. This is all extras from the house that we thought we may be able to use on the porch. And you know, from every room we do, we don't necessarily use everything. But it's nice to have that option. This bag is full. I should have got a bigger bag. Oh my God, I can't even get this stuff out. This is ridiculous. My goodness, how much stuff do we have for this little porch? But, you know me. I love detail. I love detail. So, all right, I think we can dump it now. All right. Yeah, we got everything. All right, so the first thing we have, look at these little rocker chairs. Okay, got the wicker seats. Oh, okay. So we have to have rocking chairs on the porch. So let's put us some rocking chairs over here under this window. Okay. So we have one. Got a nice little table, white table, to go between the rocking chairs. Our porch is not quite big enough to angle the chairs as much as I'd like to, but it's fine. It's fine. We work with what we have. Okay. Little chair. Move our table over a little bit. Okay. All right. So, all right, we've got our two chairs, rocking chairs, and our little table. Now, we got some other pieces here. I've got a little bench, and I've got a little toolbox. And for this little toolbox, we have all kinds of little wrenches and pliers and hammers and screws. And I'm going to have to slide them off the table to put them in our toolbox. A little saw. That's so cute. Because every country house needs a toolbox, don't they? Look at the little monkey wrench. That's so cute. Every house needs a toolbox. Look at the little pliers. And they really open and close. Oh, they're so cute. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. And I know we have a hammer somewhere. There we go. Got a little hammer. So, we've got a little toolbox, a little bench, and look at this. Did y'all play croquet when you were younger? In the country, we played croquet all the time. So we have our little wooden croquet set. Now, this bottom piece here, I need to get my little blade. So let me step over to my glue workstation at my desk. Let me pop this little piece of wood off here. And if I don't, it's not going to sit level on our porch. There we go. Okay, so I thought for the croquet set, we'd put it over here and put it across on the porch. Now, y'all know I'm going to use my little strips, my double-sided tacky strips, and adhere everything down once we get it placed. So, croquet set over there. Love it, love it. Now, I was thinking for our little bench to put it over here under our window. And on the bench, we've got a little watering can. So, we're going to put the little watering can on the bench. And look, I've got some little garden shears. We're going to sit those on the bench. Uh-oh. I got another hammer. I'm going to put that in our toolbox. And I've got a little trowel, gardening trowel. So we're going to sit those on the bench beside the watering can. Trust the process. Now, of course, we have a welcome mat. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. Now, these are my little hanging plants in baskets. And we're going to put these on each end. There's the other one. There's the other one. My house right now on my front porch, I have 2 Boston ferns that hang on my front porch. I've just always had the plants. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm loving this. Now, let's get to some of the details. This is a little knitting set. The knitting needle set. I knit. I crochet. In fact, I taught my grandson to crochet, and he's a better crocheter than I am. So, we're just going to sit that in the rocking chair. Because isn't it fun to sit out in the front porch and just do your knitting and your crocheting? Ah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, now a little toolbox. We're going to sit over here by our bench. Okay. Now, this poor cat scratching post we've had in every room of the house trying to find somewhere to put it. And I just don't think we do. I just don't think we do. Now, we had the white column, but it's not working on our porch. But look what we have. A little stack of newspapers. You get newspapers. So let's straighten our welcome mat that I messed up and lay our little papers there. Now, I had this little oil lamp, but it's just too big. The scale is not working. So we're not going to use that. I had another watering can, but I like the red one better, so we're not going to use that. As you can see, I've got lots of plants. So we'll figure out what we're going to do with the plants. I like these purple and white ones. Okay. And then a little teeny piece of vine left over from this. Got a little stack of firewood. Possibility. Got a little basket. I mean, we could put the firewood in the basket because we do have a fireplace inside. But I really don't think that basket's going to work. But we could take our firewood and put it there. That's cute. All right, now, my blade. We've got 2 little oil lamps. And I thought we could sit one of these on the table over here. Because we like to sit out at night on the porch, right? Don't need this one. Now this, look at this. Yes, I'm stepping over Trixie. She's feeling better today. Look at my little lemonade set. Oh, this is like my chess set. One of my things that just makes me so happy. All right, so we've got a little glass pitcher with lemonade in it. Look at that detail. So we have to have that on the front porch. You got to sit out there and drink some lemonade. And look at these glasses. And you see the little straws and the little lemons in them? Look at those. So you have to have those. Again, this will be something that I will stick down. Okay, they want to stick to my fingers. My fingers must be a little sweaty. It is warm. Cooler, but still warm. Okay. So we got a glass there. And we've got our other glass to put here. I'm off balancing my table. Hold on. Okay. So this is coming together nicely. This was my favorite. I think I had all this planned out in my head. All right, now some plants. What do we want to do with some plants? Well, we can take a little piece of wood here. No, I kind of like the wood there. All right, well, we can put them on the step, the 2 little purple ones on the step. You think they clash with the pink? I don't think so. And maybe one over here on the bench with the watering can and a little shovel and the shears. Let's see. Whoops, I just knocked the shears over. And y'all know. Let's see if I can slide them out the bottom to redo them. Because I don't want to have to move all that stuff yet. Okay. Little shears. So let's get that on our bench. Now, what's a cute little plant to put on the bench? That one's kind of plain. No color to it. These are pretty pots, but they just look so... Ooh. This one's a nice realistic looking. With that yellow, looks pretty faded out. I don't know about that. That one looks more like an indoor plant, doesn't it, than an outdoor plant. Well, we got the yellow. So it's each one of these. I like this one because it looks like a clay pot. So let's see if we can shape it up, fix it up. See if we can bring some life back to it. Because I do like this little terracotta pot. So let's see if we can bend them, manipulate them, make them look a little better. Make them look a little better. Okay, there we go. All right. So now we can take this little terracotta pot and sit it on the bench and see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. The only thing is I wish the porch was a little wider so we could angle the rocking chairs a little bit, because I can't. And if I cut some of the rockers off to make it smaller, it's going to take away from the effect. So I think that's it. I think that's it. Wow, that was quick and easy. Told you I had everything planned in my head. Yeah, I think I am. I think I am. One lone vine at the top. Let me get some glue. One lone vine at the top. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know. Well, let me clean all this up, give you a close up of the porch, and then we're done. So I'll be right back. We did it. Lots of planning, lots of weeks of work and organizing and putting it together, but we did it. She is complete. And if you ask me, it's a showpiece. I'd love to move in. I am so pleased with all the little detail. What'd you think of that close up of the porch? Now, isn't that something you'd like to sit out in the evening and just relax on? I love it. I love it. And we did all that, all packed, all decored, and look at everything we have left over. So I think we overplanned a little bit, but it was better to have too much than not enough, because this way we were able to fix it just the way we wanted it, down to every little detail. And I'm pleased with it. I'm pleased with it. At the end of this video, stick around, because I will do a close-up tour of the entire dollhouse now that we've completed it. I'm happy. I'm happy. A lot of hard work. So, if you know somebody who enjoys dollhouses, or somebody who's thinking about a dollhouse, share this video with them. Let them see what we did together. Yes, it took us weeks, a couple months, but we got it done. And it is wonderful. So, thank you all for coming along on this journey. I know it was a long one. It was a detailed one. There was a lot of work, a lot of planning. But now we can just sit back and just look at it. And that's part of the joy of a dollhouse. Whether you had one when you were younger, or whether you want one as an adult, you can imagine endless possibilities in decor and decorating. Include all the little personal touches. The lemonade on the front porch, the knitting in the chair, the chess set ready to go, the fully stocked refrigerator, the kitten on the bed. We did it. It's all done. So unfortunately, this is the sad part. It has come to an end. So what will our next project be, I wonder? What will we start again? What will we dig in our creative DIY minds to do? I guess you'll just have to stick around and find out. But this is the end of our video, unfortunately. The sad part. It has ended. But look what we created. But at the same time, it's the happy part of the video. You know, I get to share a little piece of God's word and let it impact your heart and help us and guide us and give us peace and joy. So let's see what verse God has in store for us today. Proverbs 15:29. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayers of the righteous. And that is oh so true. It is very important to pray to God, to have that one-way communication with your Father. God is your Father. But remember, God does not hear prayers from sinners, only of the righteous. So stay in his presence, stay in his word, do his will, receive his fruits. And Lord willing, we'll have another video doing something else exciting in the next series. But until then, remember, Genesis 31:49. The Lord watched between me and thee when we are absent from one another.